Mather, Pennsylvania is an historic coal town, with mining going back almost 100 years. During that time, the town has experienced tragedy in the form of a 1928 mine explosion that killed 195 miners, and bust when the mine shut down in 1964. But the most persistent injury to the area is a 220-foot pile embankment left behind, more than 6.4 million tons. In the late 1980s, 15 acres of the pile ignited, and for decades, the fumes and smoke endangered the small town. The damage went further, with all-terrain riders degrading the pile's integrity, and erosion carried acid mine drainage into 10 Mile Creek. The state made multiple attempts to fix the site to no avail, until 2014. That's when Pennsylvania's Department of Conservation and Natural Resources was looking for a place to put sediment from a lake restoration project. It turned out the byproduct was ideal for fixing the Mather site. The state used more than 450,000 cubic yards of material to cap the Mather pile, which smothered the long-burning flames below. The dirt also stabilized the dangerous embankments, addressed the erosion issues, and provided a growth medium to replant and reclaim the old site. Today, the site is stable, green, and can support recreational areas, and the environmental threat from acid mine drainage is greatly reduced. Fire, one of mankind's oldest discoveries, and also one of its greatest threats in coal country. This seam in the Coyote Canyon chapter of the Navajo Nation first ignited more than 80 years ago, threatening people, wildlife, livestock, and the environment, and the danger was growing each year. One Navajo remembers knowing there was such a fire burning underground for years because snow would not accumulate above it. In 2013, the Navajo Nation's AML program decided to address the danger to more than 15 families nearby. But there were challenges to extinguishing a fire in the desert. One of the biggest, the need for huge amounts of water, and especially so during an ongoing drought. Working in the winter to lessen the peril to endangered or threatened species, the tribe and a consulting firm planned to excavate almost 600 linear feet of a coal seam 20 to 40 feet deep. To increase the effectiveness of the limited water available, the program added a fire retardant to the supplies, spread the excavated burning coal over a wide area, and reused as much water as possible. And then they discovered there were actually 2 seams burning. After finally extinguishing the flames, the program utilized geomorphic reclamation to bring the old mine site to a close approximation of its original form and function. More than a year later, tests have confirmed the fire is out. 5 acres of land are now available for recreation and grazing, and the families are no longer in danger. This is Highway 15 near the town of Belleville, Illinois. And in 2014, a strange thing happened. A small hole appeared in one lane in a place that didn't seem right. At first, the State Highway Department thought the hole was a flaw in patching material on the road that serves more than 26,000 vehicles a day. But continued patching over time kept failing. Eventually, after another fix subsided 5 inches in just 1 week, a borehole camera revealed a void nearly 23 feet in diameter and 2 to 18 inches deep. When the Illinois Abandoned Mine Land Division examined the hole, they discovered it was actually more than 4 feet deep and had the potential to get worse because it was connected to a small room and pillar coal mine dating back to the 1880s. That development was further complicated because no mine map existed of the area, so the state planned a 2-phase repair operation. Phase 1, completed in just one day, excavated a 17 by 25 foot hole going 20 feet down, and then crews installed controlled low-strength grout to build a stable platform for Phase 2. The second phase placed high-strength concrete into the subsidence, building from the mine level up to the road base. There's little doubt that without the actions of the Illinois DOT and the Abandoned Mine Land Program, people could have gotten hurt or even killed on Highway 15. But quick action and a strong resolution have resulted in a much smoother ride. The collision between 19th century coal mining and 21st century technology is the focus of the Small Project Award winner. This 1880s-era lignite mine is part of North Dakota's long coal history, and also its dangers. In January 2014, the abandoned Halleck mine collapsed underground, severing a vital fiber optic cable, threatening a high-pressure natural gas pipeline, and endangering people on 2 heavily traveled roads. The site is unfenced and open and hazardous to anyone driving an ATV or snow machine nearby. It meant a severe headache for the city of Bowman, owner of the mine, for TransCanada, the pipeline owner, and the North Dakota Public Service Commission. Not only did the 3 need to protect public safety, but they had to do it with limited funds. Surveys revealed that the mine might have several voids and collapsed structures, and filling the entire structure to protect the road and its assets would be costly. The mine had several rooms below the surface, and filling each was not practical due to the cost. So using 21st century technology such as borehole cameras, drill holes, ArcGIS, and aerial imagery, the state was able to address only the most necessary areas to protect everything above ground. The state finished the work in October 2015. The completed project also inspired North Dakota's AML division to include more underground public utility information in its ArcGIS database for future project planning. For more than 60 years, Montana Coal drove trains on the Great Northern Railway, producing more than 2,000 tons a day, fueling traffic between Minneapolis all the way to Washington. But cheap, plentiful energy came at an extreme cost well into the next century, that of clean drinking water. People in Cooley struggled for more than 50 years to keep an adequate supply of drinking water in the face of increasingly difficult acid mine drainage problems. Pipes accumulated mine waste, and they broke constantly. As late as 2008, the town was forced to dig a new well, only to see it also contaminated. Starting in 2010, Montana's AML program examined the problem of polluted drinking water and diminishing returns from the wells. After studies showed that coal mines drained many possible sources, the state determined the only way to access more reliable, clean water was to drill a deep aquifer. Work began in 2012 but immediately ran into problems, such as losing circulation in open fractures. Grouting and sealing finally paid off, with higher quality water than ever before. Today, Cooley has an ample water supply for drinking, for firefighting, and a dependable distribution system that includes almost 9,000 feet of water mains, 22 new fire hydrants, a new large storage tank, and state-of-the-art controls. The new system incorporates innovative technology so the district can control all water handling functions remotely.